Hey everybody, so I'm going to make a little bit of a different video today. Not going to be geocaching, so if you're not interested, I completely understand, and I will see you in the next video. But yeah, in this video I'm just going to kind of be talking about where I've been, what I'm doing, and what I plan to be doing in the future. So really not going to be a whole lot going on here, just me talking into the camera. So even if you just want to pop this on in the background while you're, doing something else, I completely understand. So I tossed around the idea if I should even make this video. I don't like to talk about personal, private stuff that much. But I figured some of you, maybe a handful of you, might have wondered where I've been and what I've been up to. So why not kind of fill you in, maybe it'll help answer any kind of questions and speculation. That's also kind of what this is for too, is I just want to be sure, you're hearing it from me, so this is kind of what happened and why I'm where I am today. So first off, I do want to say I'm sorry to everybody that has sent me messages. I did get a lot of messages over the time I've been gone, whether it was on various different social media platforms, and I really just didn't respond to anybody. And at first I was like, not a big deal, because I'm just going to release another video here in a couple days or in a week, and then a week turned into a month, and then multiple months, and turned into years. Actually, I don't even really know how long ago I released some of the Cashkins videos. That was kind of like when I was last really making videos. I know I just released some videos recently, and to kind of get back into it again, but there really was that gap. So I want to apologize. Yeah, I didn't respond to anybody, and I feel bad about that you guys some of you took the time out of your day to reach out to me. Some of you might just had geocaching questions. Some of you are generally concerned where I am, and I just didn't really want to talk to anybody. I'm feeling a bit better now, so that's why I am making this video, to kind of help out with that. But I just want to apologize. Just know that even though I didn't answer a lot of messages, and some of you might not even know, and I kind of disappeared for a bit, just getting the messages coming in, that helped me, because it's just nice to know some people are thinking about you, even when I might not be in the best headspace in that moment. I don't want to say it like, nothing like where I was going to inflict any harm on myself. Nothing like that. Just sad, depressing things. Okay, so let's talk about why I hadn't been making geocaching videos for so long. Alright, so in order for me to be making geocaching videos, I feel like I need to drive somewhere to do so, right? There's only so many you can find around your area, and then you need to keep going further and further out to find more and interesting caches. So, I was without a vehicle for a long while. So here's kind of how that played out. Rory had purchased a car. He took like a huge amount of money out of an account he has to pay for this what's almost practically new car straight up. And while he was driving the car on his way home from work, somebody ran into him. This person that ran into him was uninsured. I don't know maybe if we missed out on something here, but basically because the driver was uninsured, we were out of luck. Like, Rory wasn't covered. He was just stuck with this giant metal paperweight that no longer was able to be driven. And the guy that hit him was actually on his way to work. It was his first day at a new job. He had no insurance. So if anybody out there doesn't have uninsured motorist coverage, you might want to double check and get that now. I just honestly thought that shouldn't be a big deal, because if you're driving a car, you should have car insurance. Turns out people don't care about what the rules are. So I definitely made sure I had that on my car. Going forward, I know Rory definitely got that on his next vehicle, but in the meantime, because he was trying to figure out what to do with this whole car crash situation, so I told Rory he could go ahead and use my car. I work from home, and I really wasn't able to film on my days off because he'd be working, so he needed my car. So it wasn't a big deal, because this should have just been a temporary thing. So it came time to when Rory realized like nothing was probably going to come from the insurance company about the car, that we needed to figure out another situation for him, because he didn't want to be tying up my car or anything like that. He knows that I do need it. So because he needed a new vehicle, and he just drained a bank account, money was going to be tight, and he didn't know, if we could afford a car payment, or he could afford a car payment. So I told him I would be happy to help him out. I had an idea. He already had an eBay account, but I had an idea of something I wanted to try on there and see if I can get us some extra income. I got really good at basically thrift shopping, finding items that were in the thrift store that, you know, were going to end up in the landfill. I know some people might not be happy about this, but yeah, these items are going to go to the landfill. It's not like I'm taking all the clothes in there. I'm taking a few select items, and then I was putting them up on eBay for people that were really looking for those items and purchasing them. And of course, yes, I made a few bucks off of each one. So yeah, I got really good at it. I was doing that constantly. So that was a little side hustle we were doing, and something, I don't know if anybody here does eBay, but from my understanding, to really get a lot of sales on eBay, it's good to be really active on the site. They like to see you posting new items all the time and just being active on the site. So that's what I was. It was taking up a lot of my time. I was working a full-time job, and then I was doing that as soon as I got off my full-time job. And that was also how I spent my weekends, was getting inventory to put on the site. So we were doing really well with that. That was enough to cover a car payment, and then started to become more than just a car payment. Like, we had some extra money, which I was excited about, because I was like, well, I'd like a new car too, right? I was driving a 2007 Ford Escape, and this was, I don't know what year, past 2020, right? So it's a long time to have that vehicle, and it only had 80,000 miles on it. So I definitely babied that vehicle, but some things were about to happen to it, which is why I wanted a new car. So after Rory had got a brand new truck, somebody had stolen my catalytic converter. This is, you know, the time when everybody's catalytic converters were being stolen, if you saw the news, or maybe you had it happen to you. So I had to wait and deal with that. That was a whole insurance thing too. And also the garage that I had an appointment with was backed up because they had to replace other catalytic converters. Big surprise. So again, I'm not in a hurry because I work from home, and I got to the point where Rory was starting to help me go get inventory for the eBay store. So he was helping me with that. Once my catalytic converter got replaced, then my car was just sitting outside, and in the middle of the day, because I went outside, everything's fine. I took my dog out in the morning. I took my dog back outside during my lunch break, and my car is now up on a cinder block. Somebody took the tire, rim and all, middle of the day. I have no idea. I hate that these things are happening. I don't understand why people steal from other people. Like, do they not understand the consequences, like how that is impacting the person that they're stealing from? Anyway, so now I no longer have a tire. So that was a whole process trying to find one. I could have, you know, we were looking around at junkyards and stuff like that. I could have just put any tire or rim on there, but I just really wanted one that matched. So I went to eBay Motors, and I did find some old 2007 tire with rim that matched my car. I had to order that, and Rory put that on for me. So now my tire did look like the other one. Maybe that's just me being picky, but you know, that's what I wanted, and it's my money. So that's what I spent it on. Okay, so now I got a car back. I'm out driving around, and I have the dog with me, and we're driving, and someone cuts me off. So I slammed on my brakes, and I don't know, I don't blame them for that. I think it was just a coincidence that it's going to happen regardless. But after that, my brakes kind of locked up or something. Like, I wasn't able to accelerate. So I pulled over into a parking lot, and I just waited. I had to calm down because it was kind of, you know, stressful for me. So I pulled over. I waited for a bit, and then I was trying to drive around the parking lot, but I'm pushing that gas pedal down, and I'm barely moving. So this is freaking me out. I'm so scared. Luckily, I wasn't too far from home at that point. I was already on my way back. So I was gassing it the whole way home, and by the time I finally got back and parked my car, the smell was not great, and there was smoke coming out from the rim of my driver's side tire. So I just left it there. And I told Rory, you know, I need you to take a look at this when you get home. By the time he got back, or was able to look at it the next day, I can't remember, it was fine. He was driving around, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not doing this. So I was like, oh, weird. Okay, well, good. It's not happening anymore. So I was driving my car again after that, and it would just happen occasionally, again, where I wouldn't be able to accelerate, and it was just smoking and all that. So I got really scared. I didn't want to mess with it much more, so I really just stopped driving. I just wanted to get the car looked at before I decided to drive any far distances, and you know, I just wanted to be safe. You know, again, I wanted to make sure my doggy was okay, because usually he was always in the car with me. So it got to the point where we were doing pretty good on eBay. We were making what I thought was pretty good money just for doing this part-time. So much, in fact, that I was debating quitting my job. Like, this was something that Rory and I had discussed, that I could just do that full time and, you know, be part of his benefits and all that stuff. So with that doing well, I was like, you know what, I'll just get a car that way. I could easily afford a car payment, you know, whether I'm doing my full-time job with it, even with that on the side, I can then afford a car. I already kind of had an idea of what I wanted. I was narrowing it down between like 2 or 3 vehicles that were interesting to me. I was like really stressing out a little bit because I'm like, I have not made any geocaching videos and I really want to make geocaching videos. I really enjoy making them, and I enjoy reading the comments that everybody leaves on the videos, and you know, I was missing making like the Don't Be That Geocacher videos. Like, those were some of my favorites. Like, anything like that that was kind of at least I found entertaining. Hopefully I didn't upset anybody. I know a lot of people thought I was destroying other people's caches while I was making those videos. If you're just hearing this for the first time, those were all fake caches. Those were ones that I took with me to a spot where I was going to film. It wasn't even a real geocaching location. Could be if somebody wanted to put one there, but that was just me with my own, all of it was my own material. So like if I messed up a log sheet, I scribbled names on there. Like, I don't know if you even paused any of that and looked at it. If it's all fake, absolutely all fake. None of that was ever to destroy anybody else's caches. It was all my stuff and my own props, just props. That's what you can chalk it up to. They were props. But anyway, I wanted to get back out there and film again, and you know, I didn't have a vehicle, and it's hard to find a lot of geocaches when you don't have a vehicle to get there. Now, the geocachers in the Georgia, Tennessee area are absolutely amazing people, and I probably could have just asked anybody on there, like, hey guys, I haven't been without a car for a while, but really wanting to get back out there and geocache. And I imagine there's several of them that would have been like, let's go. When do you want me to pick you up? Let's arrange something, right? I don't know. I never wanted to ask anybody. And on top of that, I do like to film, and that might be also weird for me to just put the camera in somebody else's face. Sometimes I can just film and just not put them on camera, but then again, anybody that makes geocaching videos, sometimes like the cache may be found, but you gotta like, hold on, let me get the camera out, let's, you know, so it can be a pain. Wait, when someone just wants to go find a cache and you're like, hold on, wait, let me get the shot, let me get out my camera. It can be annoying, and I did not want to do that to anybody. Granted, maybe some people wouldn't have minded. But I didn't ask, because, I don't know, I'm also very introverted and scared to ask people for things like that. Alright, so time to talk about one of the big changes that has happened in my life. I was on the way back home from, you know, a thrift store with Rory. We were, you know, buying inventory for the eBay store, and he just out of the blue blindsides me with telling me our relationship is over. I have no idea what's going on at this point. Hey buddy, come here. I have no idea what's going on at this point. I think he's just having a bad day or something's going on. Like, cause I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, everything's, you know, fine. Sorry. Yeah, I know. It's sad. Sorry, Percy. You could tell I'm gonna do my best to hold it together right now. Been doing a lot of crying, and I think Percy can tell I might be about to get worked up. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hold it together. Yes, you're precious. You're a precious boy. Hey, you wanna come up here? You wanna come up here? Yeah. Okay. All right. See his face? Put you that way? You good? You're a sweet boy. You're such a sweet boy. So anyway, yeah, we're driving home literally from just buying more stuff for the eBay store, and he drops it on me that he no longer wants to be in a relationship with me and that I need to get out. I'm really confused by all this. I didn't understand, like, because we never really fought. It was really rare that we would ever get an argument about anything. At this point, we had been together for 13 years, and, you know, we had some goals that we were, you know, steering towards. So I was just really, really confused. I mean, at first, when he dropped that on me, I was like, I was like, no. I was like, what's going on? I was like, are you okay? Are you just overthinking something? Like, what happened? Like, talk to me, tell me. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know what happened. All I know is he just said that he doesn't love me anymore, and that I need to leave. Which, you know, at this point, anybody wants to offer me any kind of advice, I'm definitely all ears. That was confusing to me, because I get it, like, when you're with somebody for so long, like, you have your ups and your downs, but I thought, like, you know, again, we were together for 13 years. We've been through highs and lows together, and I just thought, you know, you just work through things. So if something was bothering him, I don't know. I mean, I have my own speculations. I don't know how he could just throw in the towel like that after 13 years and not communicate anything with me so that I kind of understand what's going on. So instead, my brain just wanders and I just think, what if? Another part of me just feels like that I'm not good enough. Like, how is it that you can be in a relationship with me for 13 years and not fight for me? Like, not think that I am worth fighting for? And if something's going on, like, that you're gonna be like, let's talk about this and figure it out. I don't know any of these things, but I did have a lot of self-reflecting where I just thought, maybe, why am I not good enough? Why am I not good enough that he wants to figure whatever's going on and figure it out with me, include me in whatever this future is? So I just that hurt a lot. I just had a lot of self-doubt that maybe I'm not good enough. I'm not a good enough person. And again, I get it. I guess people fall out of love with people. But what caused that, I don't know. I may never know. That was one. He gave me two reasons. One, he just didn't love me anymore, and that hurt. And the other reason was that he felt like he was holding me back. I mean, in a way, he's not wrong. What you guys don't know is I gave up a lot, and I sacrificed a lot of me and my things to accommodate him and the situation that we were in. And I didn't mind, right? I mean, when you care about someone, you put that person sometimes before yourself. And I absolutely did that. I put him way before myself in a lot of situations, and even, that's why I brought up the car thing. You know, he needed a vehicle, and I was like, okay, let's focus on that. Let's help you get a vehicle, and then my stuff will come later. Just like our plans in life, like, we didn't have, there was stuff about the situation that I wasn't a big fan of, like with our living setup. But again, it was like, nothing was supposed to be forever. This is just, sometimes you have to start where you are to get to where you want to be. And I always had that dream in my head. I was like, here's where we're gonna go, here's what we're gonna do. And I felt like things were starting to fall in line. Like I said, financially, the eBay thing was like a blessing, and there was no slowing down from that. And that's kind of what crushed me with all this too. It's like, he literally just went shopping with me to get stuff for the eBay store, just to tell me, like, it's over. Okay, sorry, I had to step away for a moment. I just wanted to kind of collect myself for a moment. So, yeah, I'm trying to think where I was. So yeah, he just blindsided me with that. It took me a while to even kind of process that, because like I said, I really thought like this was a joke, or he had some stuff going on in his life. And I still think he had some stuff going on in his life. Like, I'm not going to go into details. He had a lot of things happening all around the same time with people close to him in his life. And I think, honestly, it's a lot for anybody to take on, like everything that's happening to him in his life. I really wanted him to get therapy and all that. But to me personally, like, I feel like that's a lot for one person to take on without like some tools and guidance. So I don't know if, because of everything that was going on, that's also why he felt like he was holding me back. But I just saw a different picture. Like, I see these things going on, and I still saw a vision on how we can get through it, and the bright side at the other end of that tunnel. And please, anybody that's watching this, I'm not making this video, I'm not trying to bash Rory at all. I do care deeply for him, and I hope that all the things that are happening to him in his life, he does find a way to get through it. And I don't want anybody here to bash him either. Like, please don't look for him on any kind of social medias or anything like that. Just let him be, let him live his life. And but yeah, it is what it is now. And then yeah, that's it. So please don't be mean. And whatever's going on with him, that is between him and himself. It is not my story to tell, and I don't really want any of you guys like poking him to try to find out everything that's going on in his life. Again, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. This video is to just let you know what happened. So yeah, we are no longer together. And he sent me a packing. And because everything that's going on, I did move back to Pennsylvania where I have family, because, you know, family can be very important when you're going through some tough times. Financially though, it has been tougher for me. I no longer have that eBay business. I lost so much in the separation. I don't have a vehicle anymore. There was no way that vehicle was going to get me back home to Pennsylvania, so I'm still without a car. So again, without being without a car, I feel like I can't really make the videos that I want to make right now. And then, yeah, the eBay store. eBay store is completely gone, and that was a huge. That was a lot of money. But that's okay, because money is not everything. I have what's most important to me now. The things that I cared about the most was making sure that Percy and my cat Millie came with me. That's all I cared about. Like, no matter how much stuff I lost on the way back, in the move, it didn't matter. I just wanted to make sure I had them, and there was no way that they were going to stay back there in Georgia without me. This is somebody you guys didn't really ever get to see. This is my cat Millie. You know, she doesn't go geocaching with me. She just stays home while I'm editing, right? You're my little editing buddy. So this is Millie. And yeah, I got to wanted to make sure she definitely came back with me. You guys have seen a lot of Percy, and he has been my rock also since the move back. So I'm really glad I got to keep him. So yeah, I have Percy and I have Millie with me, and I feel blessed just that I still have them, considering everything. I still need to do things like get a car, so I can, you know, drive to geocaching locations, because I want to go back to making more videos. I really do want to make more videos on this channel. So yeah, so that's why I've been quiet. You know, that was 13 years of my life. We never officially got married, but you know, when you're with someone for that long, playing house, you know, you're living together, to me it's like you're practically married. We just didn't have the piece of paper that made it official. What is the future for me? One thing is, I do want to make more videos again. I might even start trying to make some shorts. I have some ideas in my head. I do want to definitely get something like the Don't Be That Geocaching videos going again, or something similar to that. Those are my favorites, honestly, to make. I'd rather probably make something like that than definitely finding a lamppost cache. But I understand why the lamppost caches are there. But I'd much rather film Don't Be That Geocacher. Oh, here's something else that's been going on with me. So, yeah, I don't have eBay anymore. Maybe that'll be something that happens again in the future. Definitely not something I can maintain in this area, just because of the inventory that I was able to get down there was just too good, and haven't found quite that sweet spot around this area yet to make that happen. You know, if I want to make like a profit so I can have money. Like, my goal is, I love Pennsylvania. I've lived here the majority of my life, but honestly, this is not where I want to be forever. I did want to share this one other thing with you. So, while I haven't been able to geocache or film, you know, I'm still definitely working full-time hours, but there's just something about me where I have to be creative, and that's kind of what the YouTube videos were, and I was able to kind of be creative with this. So while I haven't been making the videos, I've been making coloring books. would have never thought never would have thought I've ever made coloring books. So check this out. Okay, just to be transparent, I'm making these coloring books because one, it's actually a fun creative outlet for me. I really have enjoyed making them. I've learned a lot. Some of my earlier ones aren't so great, but I'm getting better, I feel like, with each one. Also, it's just a way for me to try to make some additional money because yeah, I have some dreams of some places I want to go, and I just, you know, sometimes you just need money to do these things, and I don't do anything with this channel. There's no money I can be made on this channel for me. I don't have a Patreon. I don't even know if there's something I should do with a Patreon. I don't know, right? I don't even know. There's just some, I've never done a Patreon because there's something about the idea that I feel pressure to release something, and based on what's kind of happened in my past, I don't want that pressure because I don't know, I might disappear again, and I hope that's not the case. Hopefully I can kind of be consistent on this channel. But anyway, just in case anybody cares, here's kind of what I've been doing now and what I plan on doing in the future is, yeah, making some coloring books that you can purchase right off of Amazon. So for example, I have things like patterns, just simple, easy patterns to color. I don't know. I have, you know, for my outdoorsy geocaching people, there's a coloring book here that is more outdoorsy type stuff. Oh, there's a castle, lighthouse, another castle, house. So I got something like that. I like this one. It's an animal book, but not only is it like animals, but it tells you the name of the animals. So there's all kinds of different things in here. So yeah, I have all kinds, you know, and then I think this one's, I have a small book, right? It's just little animals dressed as humans, so stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I've done all kinds. I got, like, you like dinosaurs? I got you dinosaurs. You like farm stuff? I got you farm stuff. You like fairies? Boom, fairies. So yeah, I got lots of different coloring books. What I'm going to do is, again, nobody has to buy anything. But if you are interested in owning any of my coloring books, I'm going to put an Amazon affiliate link in the bottom. That way, not only do I make the money off the coloring book, which, by the way, I only make like $1 and some change. I really don't make hardly anything off these books. And that's before taxes, so I don't even know how much the taxes will take out of that. But yeah, if you're interested, there'll be an Amazon affiliate link, so I make a little bit from the affiliate link, and then I also make something when you actually purchase the coloring book. But again, you do not have to buy anything. The only thing I do ask is, if you leave a review, well, I guess I was going to say, please don't sabotage me with bad reviews, but that's the reality of it, right? I don't want anybody just coming on here and seeing this video and being like, oh, I hate her, I'm just going to trash her reviews, but it is what it is. So hopefully nobody does that. You know, reviews help. 5 stars help, 4 stars, whatever. But if you do leave a bad review, I guess I can also learn from that too, right? You might have actual good feedback on why you left the review you did. So I think I'll be doing the coloring book thing for a while. It has really kind of helped me stay busy mentally too, and not get too lost in my thoughts, because I just don't want to overthink what happened. It was a long time in my life that I'll never get back. A lot of sacrifices were made on my part, and live and learn, I guess. But anyway, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you guys, and I'm sorry I disappeared. It really wasn't my intention. I'm gonna try not to let that happen again. I don't know what life is gonna take me, but here's hoping. I'm gonna password up, and but yeah, just gonna focus on me and my animals, spend time with my family now that I'm back in Pennsylvania, and just try to make the best of it, and we'll see where life takes me. Hopefully maybe Florida. No, I don't know. But yeah, just gonna keep finding things that make me happy and focus on me. And yeah, if you have any good advice for anybody that's been through any of this, or just to help me out, some things to think about or consider, I'm for it, guys. Like, I'm very open to just what you all did, or what you think would be best, because again, I I need to just focus on me, is what I feel. Maybe I'm wrong, but right now, yeah, I just want to focus on me and what's going to make me happy and put me in a good mood, good state, and then yeah, let's just make some coloring books. And I know some of you may ask, if I make a geocaching coloring book, I don't even know what I would do. Don't even know how to do that. I mean, the outdoors one has some trails in it. That's kind of geocaching, right? You can walk some trails. Maybe I could do a whole book just on trail walking? I don't know. What do you want me to do? Make a coloring book where it's of a lamppost with a skirt? You can color that? I don't know. Also, I don't know what all the copyright stuff would be on that. Hopefully nothing, right? Hopefully that'd be fine. I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep grinding away at it and adding more and more books. And we'll see. Maybe I call it in my future retirement fund, because it's a slow crawl with the Amazon books, so I don't expect to make anything fast. I hope you're all having a good day, and if you're not, just know it'll get better. That's at least what I keep telling myself. Things will get better, and that's what helps me get through every day. So, alright guys, thank you so much. Bye.